Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott from One Last Hand, and welcome to another unboxing. This is unboxing Twilight Inscription. This is a roll and write game, an epic roll and write game from the makers of Twilight Imperium. If you don't know, Twilight Imperium is a huge space opera game, I guess is the best way to describe it, and it probably lasts all day, at the very least, for 3 or 4 players. But it's a great game, one that we don't get to the table enough, but it's a lot of fun. This is meant to be something you can get to the table a little bit more often, but I think if you haven't seen this already and you know of other roll and writes, this is somewhat going to blow your mind in terms of what it looks like. I've been reliably informed that it's not as complicated as it looks, but it looks complicated. Let's just open this up. I remembered some scissors for the first time. I remembered some scissors. Sorry, that was Alexa. I remembered some scissors for the first time ever. Let's get this over here and let's just have a quick read of what we got here. The Lazex Empire, probably butchered that, has burned to ash. Rejected by its subjects, the aftermath was a tragedy and petty conflict in equal measures, a time of loss and exhaustion. In the ensuing dark years, the factions of the galaxy retreated and recovered their strength. Now they look upon the stars and see an opportunity, a chance to reclaim what was lost, a chance to redefine the galactic civilization, a chance to leave their mark upon the stars. So let's flip this over and we'll dive into this. Again, I've been reliably informed it's not as complex as it looks. Just remember that. Okay, so we have the instructions. The rule book being just in 19-page long. There is a solo and 2-player rules, and then the main rules for up to 8 players can play this. I dread to think what teaching 8 players to play this would be like, but up to 8 players. And then some clarifications on the back, always good to have those. Then we've got this play as you learn. I've been told this isn't great from the way to set it up and play it, but we'll give this a go. If you want to watch this, we'll give this a go on Patreon, where we try and learn all of our games, and then the videos will come out on YouTube once in theory we know how to play. So that's the teach yourself how to play. We've got some pens. Now these pens, get into these pens are an orange colour. Oh my lord, I can't get the lid off. There we go. They're like an orange felt tip sort of chalk style marker. We'll have a look at one of those in a second. We'll just tuck those out of the way. Then we have our factions. And again, part of the big Imperium game is that you get to choose your race, I guess, your alien faction. And there's an awful lot of them, allowing to an awful lot of replayability. There you go. You can see those all right there. They've all got some blurb about the factions on the back there. Yeah, you can see there's an awful lot of them here. The Yin Brotherhood, the Barony of Letnev. Can't remember who I was the 2 times I played it. I've been 2 different ones and I can't remember either of them. Okay, so that's those. What else have we got in this pack? We've got some asset references, so 8 of those. These are obviously just relaying what the symbols are. Then we've got some Fledgling Empire First Ventures. I'm not entirely sure what these are. I think these are kind of like the round cards. I think as you go, various things are going to happen that will make you adjust what you're doing. We have some dice. There's a whole collection of differing dice here. They're big chunky dice, I will say that. I guess if you've got 8 people around the table, they need to be for people to be able to see them. But there you go. That's those. We'll tuck that out of the way. Then we have speaker cards. What else is in here, I wonder? Let's have a little look. We've got one speaker card, the council event. So you'll also be voting on things. Then you've got various other cards. I don't quite know what these are for, but I guess we will find out. And there's a whole load of, I'm guessing, like event type cards and objective type cards that you're going to have over here. We'll tuck those to the side. And then I guess this is the kind of the meat of what you're doing. This here, these are your board, essentially. This is where you're going to be marking things off. So I'm just going to grab one of these. You can see, you might be able to see, you probably can't. Right in the bottom left-hand corner there, it says 1A. And on the back, it says 1B. Now, some of these are identical. So I think you can see these two are identical here. But if we flip this over and flip this over, they are different, I think. Maybe they're not different. Some of these will be different. But you've got one of these. So let's tuck this here. Then we've got another 7 of these, obviously, because it's 8 player. Then you have this one, which is industry card, and again, different on the back, but this would tuck here as part of your board. Let's tuck this out of the way. Then if we move our industry cards out over here, you've then got some navigation cards. You can see the center console is being made, different navigation on the back. And I think this is what I was talking about. So you can see that the, what side is this? 3B and 2B. The B's are the same, the A's are different. That's what I got wrong. I was almost right. Okay, and then we have another one, which is this one here, which is the warfare board. And again, no idea how these symbols work, how all of these things work, but this just slots into this little bit here, and this is where most of your actions are going to take place. We'll just grab the pen, and you can see it's like this orange chalk color that we're going to be using to draw. Now I have heard this gets all over your hands while you're playing, but and the markers are terrible. The rubbers are terrible. But there you go. There is that. I think that's everything in the box. I think that's everything I can tell you about this. Obviously, I'm going to get this to the table solo. And again, if you want to see me try and learn how to play, then we'll go through the Teach Yourself How to Play book, and then we'll go through the main rule book on the Patreon, and then keep an eye out for versions of this, mainly solo, I would imagine, on the channel. But if I can get this to the table and teach 1 or 2 of my friends, we have more chance of getting it to the table. But obviously, it depends if it's any good. I've heard good things, but we'll see how it goes. This was Twilight Inscription. Again, I'd highly recommend checking out Twilight Imperium if you haven't. But if that's something that you're not going to be able to get to the table because of the commitment, and having a large group always helps with that game, then Twilight Inscription may be something up your street. I also have Hadrian's Wall. This looks far more complicated to Hadrian's Wall, but I've kind of been informed that they're on a similar sort of level. So keep an eye out for those on the channel. We've got other games to unbox. Imperium Horizons we'll be unboxing fairly soon as well. But there you go. This was Twilight Inscription. Thank you so much.